Alright people! Right, this episode we're buying stuff again. Buying stuff. I'm just on my way to Reading to an auction house where I tried to buy a digger. I'll show you what I was looking at buying later. But I did buy a plant trailer. Here's me winning the auction. Yeah! And I also bought a welder as well, so we're going to go and pick that up. And then later on in the episode, if all goes to plan, I will actually be going to pick up a digger that I've agreed to buy. Now, the slight issue in that is that this van won't tow it because it's too heavy. I can only tow 2 tons with this. So with the trailer and the digger, it won't pull it. We are hoping to borrow Tim's car. He's got a Pathfinder, just to like pull stuff about and do whatever he needs to do. It's broken at the moment, so we might have to. There's a small chance I might end up with an old Land Rover as well in this episode, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll see you at the auction house. Right, we're here. Got my ticket. Go grab the stuff. Got that. Round the back now. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is a big one. Quick lowdown whilst I've been looking about it. I need new brake cables underneath, and the bar that runs all the way through, that was bent over there, so that needs sorting. Deck's not too bad, the back bit's fucked. There's a pin there, there's not one over here, that needs sorting. The lights don't work, they've been cut. And then I went to put on the safety chain, and I realised, look, the bolt's bloody loose. I need to do that up. It's just about to rain. Right, let's do a trailer review, or buyer's remorse review. So my other trailer here, I mean, it's pretty decent. I only bought that for 500 quid. It's just a nice big trailer for shifting a lot of things, but I can't get the digger on it because the ramps, they're too wide. So it's a little bit higher and it's a little bit big. So I thought, right, obviously I got carried away at the auction. Didn't buy the diggers, so I bought a trailer instead. I had my eye on a trailer. Big beaver tail, nice big trailer. Well, I thought it would be smaller than my other one. Obviously it's not as long this way, but it's bloody wider, isn't it? So, I mean, it's kind of cool being able to see the actual trailer behind out your mirrors, but these mud guards, they just hang out. So the width, this is a 10 by 6 trailer, which is what I didn't want. You know when like people buy stuff online and they end up like think they're getting a full-size sofa and then they get this little dollhouse one. This trailer is almost like that, but the opposite. But it's just, I don't like towing it, it's a bit wide. The deck at the first 2/3 is fine. The last one is split, so that's the reason why it's got this shitty bit of ply on top. That I wasn't too bothered about. That was the least of my problems. I thought the lights wouldn't work, which they don't because they've just been cut. So what's the point in that? It's almost like it's been sabotaged. So the brake lines, or brake cables, I could probably get them for about 50-60 quid. They're the knot type for these, if you know anything about trailers. I only know that because I've looked it up. I've just pulled off the cap and there's loads of grease in there, so it looks like the bearings are well packed and greased. But I want to take these off and have a look at the actual shoes because I think that the adjuster's missing on the back. So the hitch is okay, just in here on the, on the strut, there's a bushing that's missing, so I need to get that. I could straighten out that brake bar probably, or rod, or get a new one, and then I've got the brake lines, and then I've got potentially, I'm thinking it's probably going to be the brake shoes. So I'm going to whack it off and have a look, but before we do that I'm going to let the towel down and just see if the beaver towel works all right. Heavy. Brake shoes are fine, bearings are fine, the adjusters are there, I just didn't see them properly before because I wasn't looking in the right place. I was laying underneath, it was a bit awkward. So yeah, that's a good thing, so that's less money. All 4 tyres, they've got loads of tread on them, but one of them over the other side, it's balding on the inside, so I need one new tyre, the others are fine. Right, cost, how much do you reckon it cost me? Guess it's on a postcard. I paid, with VAT, a little bit more than I wanted to. I paid $9.50 all in. I think that's all right. What do you reckon? Needs a little bit of decking at the back. The lights, you can obviously just stick on any lights. The only thing I'm thinking about is these ones here. Because it's quite wide, I think you're supposed to have lights on the front, but I don't know, maybe I'll have to figure that one out. If I get that bush in, I get the brake lines, new tyre, I've already got a bit of wood for that. What are you looking at? About $12.50 all in. These trailers, this exact model, brand new, £6 grand. So I mean it's reasonable, and I reckon, but it's a project and it's something I didn't necessarily want to spend time on. So yeah, if I would have paid $6.50 for it, I would have been a lot happier. $9.50, I paid $9.50 thinking the brakes might be okay, at least for one trip, but obviously they wasn't, so that's the risk you take, eh? Bastard thing is, the trailer I'm going to hire, it's only £115 for the weekends, and it's exactly the same as this one. Obviously it's just brand new. I wanted one that was a little bit slimmer, so I didn't have the mud guards hanging out. It just makes me feel uneasy with them things hanging out. But yeah, I'm going to hire the trailer. I'm going to hire a trailer now, and it's just, I don't know, I don't feel confident enough to go and buy a car on my own. And the problem is, obviously I can't get it back. So yeah, I can't do it, can I? I was going to get like an old Land Rover Discovery, just like for a couple of grand, I reckon. But I was saying to Lou the other day, if we was going to get anything, it's best to buy something that's an asset that's not going to depreciate. So I was thinking about getting a Defender. So like, I don't know, about 12 grand or something, and then it doesn't depreciate in value then. That's what I was thinking with the trailer. I've got it, it doesn't depreciate in value anymore, and it's an asset that's just there. My van, I bought that for £3 grand, and that's been doing its job. I hate like the idea of getting a brand new car. I would like a pickup, but I'm not going to get a brand new pickup because that will lose too much money. The digger won't lose any money as well. My motorbikes that I've got, they won't lose any money. Yeah, so basically I cashed in an investment to buy the digger. Right, I'm going to make this a two-parter. So you'll see me buy the digger next time. That is going to stay there for now until I fix it, but it's just I've already got 2 massive projects there and I don't need another project. I didn't really need it. I should have just hired it, but I didn't realise that I could hire one about half hour away from here. So yeah, it's just one of them things. I might as well show you the welder that I've got. Clark Weld MMA 200 inverter, digital readout. They're like £200 new. I got that for 60 quid. I just thought it was worth it because 200 amps. I'll be able to weld up to 8mm metal now, which is better than my other MIG welder. Tune in for part 2. In the meantime, can you guess what digger I'm going to get? What digger am I going to get? How much am I going to spend? And then, yeah, maybe next week or the week after you'll see that episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.
You have to master a new skill, but you're avoiding it because you know that you'll be bad at it when you first do it. And if you're perfectionistic, you're going to say, well, I can't allow myself to be bad at anything. I can't allow myself to be a fool. And no wonder. But the problem is when you try something new, you're always a fool. And so unless you're willing to be a fool, you can't learn anything new. You are a fool when you first try something new, but you're a worse fool if you don't try it.
Hold up. I think I gave up a bit too easy there, didn't I? I spoke to Lou last night. She said, just admit you was wrong. Just say you was wrong. And I was like, no, I'm not saying I'm wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have bought it in hindsight, but I don't have to get it perfect, do I? No, I just need to make it work. So last night I come out here, I took off 2 of the brake lines. I've ordered them, £45 off eBay. I took off the rod as well. So there's the rod, ready to get sorted. And I took this bolt out as well. But the bolt, there's these little bushing things here, which I thought I had to order, but it's not. So it's the bushing for the actual strut. So the brake lines and the bushing should be here tomorrow, hopefully, or the bushing might be here Saturday, but that's fine. I'll straighten that out. It's just going to need a little bit of adjusting on the brakes, basically. Yeah, the hubs are a little bit rusty, but the pads are good, or the shoes. There's no reason why I can't use it, is there? Once that's straightened out, never give up. Never give up. Let's get this done. I'm done. I can now add trailer refurbishment to my resume. Underneath, bar is straight, all connected up. New brake lines, all good. All good. Look, handbrake works. Yeah. I tested the braking system with a ratchet strap. Replaced the bushing in with one of these. I ended up pushing the strut back with a bottle jack and a bit of wood. Painted that up. I took the lights off, the crappy lights, and sprayed them with a bit of silver paint. And I thought I might as well spray the springs as well. Bent out a pin for this bit as well. Now, issue. This is open, there's a plastic cap on the other side, and I couldn't get that leg out. So when you're loading out, you're supposed to extend them legs, and it's quite clear whoever owned it before, either that leg got stuck or they just couldn't be asked to put the legs down and drive them, the machines up, and then it just got a bit fucked. Now the issue with that, the trailer's chassis comes to here, and then this is the back where everything hangs off on the beaver tail, and there's nothing supporting that apart from this metal here. Now I did realise that initially when I picked it up, but I didn't think it was that much of an issue until I actually looked at it properly. And I was able to move the whole thing, and the actual bolts that had gone in, they was loose. The whole thing was pivoting that way. This is a new bolt that I've put in to try and tighten it up, but it was still, I wasn't going to risk it just on the bolt itself, so I tried to put one down the bottom as well. But I had some real trouble drilling through the steel. I don't know what was happening. Obviously the steel down below, it was thicker, it just wouldn't have it. So I was a little bit reluctant, but I ended up getting my welder out. I think I've done an alright job, and with this I could use my old MIG welder. I used a low setting on the thin metal just to build up the edge, and then I could swap it higher, and then I could actually weld properly onto the thicker metal, and it's solid now. And if you can see just there, it was split, the actual metal, so I could weld that up as well. And the same this side as well. And then I done a bead there and another weld there, so everything's proper solid now. Look, look. Ah! So when I load up, I can drop that leg, but I can't drop that leg, so I'm just going to put bottle jacks under each side. Jobs are bloody good, isn't it? Yeah, it has taken me a couple of days to faff about, but I mean, I can do it. Sometimes I forget that I can just fix stuff. So yeah, proper solid trailer now. I have got, the lights will be here soon, and I'll put them on if they come in time, and then I've also ordered a spare wheel just in case. But that's proper safe now, it's all good. All good. I'm still waiting on whether I can borrow Tim's motor or not. I'm not sure that's going to happen. I did look at renting a Defender for 3 days. That was £450 plus VAT. That's proper expensive. And I got a quote on hiring the pickup for 2 days. That was £265, including VAT. That's not too bad. I mean, it's a little bit more expensive than it would be otherwise, because there's no one round here that rents them out, which is crazy. So yeah, it looks like I might be doing that. I do want to buy a Defender one day, and maybe I'll get it on classic car insurance or something. Anyway, I'm actually going to go now. If you haven't already, smash the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.